And though some of it would be pre-recorded, it is still live. All right, so this is a topic of concern today. Yeah, this thing here, this package. All right, so here's what's happening with this package. Now, on or around June 3rd, the records of action in Foster versus Gildred in the San Diego Superior Court, posted a document, and they uploaded it to the records of action. And in that document, it says mail return, meaning that they posted a mail care of the plaintiff, and it was not received, and therefore it was returned. So therefore, the San Diego Superior Court sent a letter to the plaintiff, Michael Foster, in New York, and there are subsequent announcements and records of action showing that, hey, this letter was sent to Michael Foster in New York, and for some reason, that letter did not get to an address that is listed on the plaintiff's information, right? Interesting enough, though, that seems to be happening sporadically. Nonetheless, and then the court would have loaded and say, well, look, it was not received and it's returned. Fine, it was returned. So I saw that on the 3rd, and then I called them up and I say, hey guys, hey, what's happening here with this return thing? You know, here's my address and here's whatever, and everything seems to be functional. I'm getting mails from other places, but somehow your mail is getting returned, interesting enough. So the clerk said, hey, well, do you want us to send you a courtesy copy? I said, well, you know what, I would really appreciate a courtesy copy. So they went ahead and decided, well, okay, I'm sending you a courtesy copy. I'm going to put that into the information. I'll have it out for you today. That was on June 3rd, right? So on June 5th, I reckoned that, hey, if she put it together just a couple days ago, can't be there so quickly. It's not priority mail. It's not overnight shipping, etc., etc. It's just the plaintiff is coming to. So here's the thing. I went into the post office and I said, hey, here's what's going on, guys. I requested a whole mail, right? So on June 5th, I requested a whole mail that the post office will not deliver the supposed mail that is coming to Michael Foster, the plaintiff in this case, all right? So they decided that they would have done it. Here's the stamp right there, the stamp on it, all right? And then there, June 5th, that's when I signed it. And I said I want it to be held from June 5th until June 30th. You know what? Today is July 22nd. Believe it or not, I was so occupied, and in some cases preoccupied, with the dealings with Foster versus Gildred and all those kind of other stuff. Just got me like, you know, like I got it straight up there, you know, it's that difficult. All right, so believe it or not, today is what, the 23rd? I gotta double check. Right? The 23rd. I wanted to go in there yesterday. It was just too tied up again with dealing with all of the things, right? So that would mean I would not have received those mails. They should have delivered those mails, because my request was between June 5th and June 30th. And in a whole mail case, if the person did not show up to pick up their mails, then the post office would have gone ahead and delivered the mail. Okay, you know what? I went into the post office today. Look at this. There are mails here at this post office from a year ago. A year ago. Now, I'm saying this, and I'm bringing these mails, and I'm putting it live, and I'm going to show a few close-ups of those mails. But the goal of presenting this live update is to help us all to understand that really what I would like here is that the Judicial Commission recommends an investigation of the postal agency to the postal police. They have an investigative department. But hey, one guy like me call up, no. If they get a referral from the Judicial Commission to investigate why we have mails, federal mails, right, from the San Diego Superior Court and the Judicial Commission of San Francisco coming to New York, and it's sitting at the post office for over a year. Here's the other thing. When I got into the post office today, I don't know, there seems to be an agent who couldn't even spell. And this agent, for some reason, scribbled a little note, and I said to the agent, hey, listen, guy, I'm here to pick up whole mail for Michael Foster. Requested it, I'm here to pick up whole mail because, you know what? I'm not thinking about mails a year ago. Forget about it. A year ago? No, I'm not looking for mails a year ago. So anyway, you know, he took the notes and he said, I'll be right back. Obviously, this gentleman is so inept, and I don't know, he must have just gone upstairs and went across to a desk and looked for everything that says Michael Foster on it. Damn. Hello. Look at what we have. We have mails. Look at this. We have a whole mail request. What it says, a new request. Begin on 8/20/24 and ending on 9/19/2024. Hey, that's near a year ago, right? Take a look. Now we look at mails that were supposedly entered into the records of action in Foster versus Gildred, saying that the mail was returned. Or do they have a proof of the mail return, or they just have a next sweet connection over here that say to them, oh, we got the mail, we're not delivering it. You can go ahead and install your rhetoric and to say the mail return. Well, you know something? Let's take a look here. It's the San Diego Superior Court of California, County of San Diego, Central. What is the date on this one? You know what? It's so unique, I couldn't tell the date. I'll have to open it. But it's in that list for almost a year ago. Let me see. There's got to be a way to figure. Oh, this one has a date. Okay, yeah. Look at this one here. This one says Department 74, Superior Court of California, County of San Diego. Here's the thing. What it says here? It says, oh, this must have been the courtesy one. Oh, I don't know what the hell it is, but it says 06/17/2025. All right, good. That's not too bad. Let's look at this other one. What this one says? This one is May 15/2025. Okay, here's another one. What this one says? This one says, what's it says? 11/01/2024. Where's the other? Here's another one. What this one says? Oh my gosh. This one says February 21st, 2025. Oh, by the way, this one is from State of California Commission on Judicial Performance. Says confidential. February of 2025. February. We were in July. They don't receive, or did they receive a return mail? Well, a return mail means a mail return. What is doing sitting in the post office? Okay, and we have another one here that says, what? 24th December 2024. And we have another one that says, what? 30th January 2025. Now, while all this is going on, the bunch of smarty pants over there are counseling with each other on how to collaborate this type of a data so that they can build a rhetoric to say, well, whatever they need to say for their own profit and benefit, of course. We have another one here. What this one says? This one from the Superior Court of California, Department 74, and this one was 6/13/2025, whatever, I think. May 15, 2025. There's another one from the Judicial Commission. 11/21/2024. I think there was one from way back in 2024, and I will try to locate it. 21 February 2025, whatever. You get my point here. So, let's look again. Some of these interesting dates. Oh, by the way, when is this one? This one was what date? Does it have a date on it? I'm unable to verify some of the dates because, no, this one is from 08/16/2024, Department 74. But here's the thing. Interesting enough, this is Mr. Tom Gildred's company, you know? He's the board of directors man there, the Sharp Health. How the hell does Sharp Health sends me a letter somewhere in 2024 take a look, Mr. Michael Foster, Sharp Health. What the hell is inside of that? I don't know. What are they doing? Sending me a check? Maybe. I like that. All right. And these are mail hold from as early as the 8th, or what's that? August 26, 2024. Why is the Postal Agency holding cases, holding federal mail for over a year, while the San Diego Superior Court, Judge Bowman and his company and his crew are posting mails returned? These mails are returned. The thing about it, technically, they must have been returned because I didn't receive them until some numbskull went upstairs today and he thought he was just doing normal service. Why the hell is all this mail in the post office? What am I supposed to do? Call for the supervisor of that post office? No. What am I supposed to do? Call up an 800 number so that the 800 number gets in touch with the post office and give them a report and blah, blah. No. This needs a referral from the Judicial Commission to the U.S. Postal Department Police to investigate what's going on and why these mails has been sitting in that post office, obviously in clear sight, for over a year. These mails are not Con Ed bills. They're not my T-Mobile bills or my Verizon bills. They're none of those. They all have to do with Foster versus Gildred in Superior Court of San Diego. Why are these mails sitting there for over a year? I would request the Judicial Commission exercise its authority by making a referral to the United States Postal Police to investigate this. All of these mails, I'm going to take photos of them and I'm going to submit them as is, as I received them today, right? I'm not going to open a single one of those mails, and those mails are going to be kept properly, confidentially, so that it will be used in any investigation either the Judicial Commission decides to do or refer to the Postal Commission, the Postal Police. This is a federal matter. We're dealing with federal mails. These are not private mails coming from Mr. Honolulu down in the corner of South whatever. This is coming from the Superior Court of San Diego to a plaintiff in a matter that happens to be a matter versus some very high power influential person in San Diego. Well, you know what they do in San Diego, that's their business. I'm not in San Diego. I only have to deal with the case because the man's in San Diego, right? If I could have sued him in New York, I'd have sued him in New York. I sue him in San Diego because he stayed from San Diego and did all his nonsense. I trust that due diligence will prevail and law and order will take precedence here and take this thing forward, because this is absolutely nonsense, right? We shouldn't have to have mails sitting that was allegedly returned, and that this very court run by Mr. Bowman, right, C-74, is uploading to the records of action and suggesting to the public that these mails were not received. They were returned. Well, if they were returned, naturally they should be, because why is the date what? All the way back on the August 20th, 2024. You got to be kidding me. So I was not supposed to receive any of those mails. None of them. None of them. All I expected is to receive a courtesy mail, and that's what I went to pick up. I would not have even received that. So this Foster versus Gildred thing, I think it's ridiculous, and it shouldn't have to involve judicial officers. It shouldn't involve the policy surrounding the Judicial Commission, and it shouldn't have to be a situation where I need to be, as an individual, just simply a plaintiff, need to be on this side where I need to be so damn frustrated, right? Because these are just the little things that I happen to figure out. What about the things I can't figure out? Let's close on that. My request by this live video is to present that, look, it doesn't make sense, right, that the San Diego Superior Court's Department 74's clerk is uploading into their records of action in Foster versus Gildred that certain mails that they delivered or sent, certified by the way, to Michael Foster, was returned without receipt. Well, they need to upload a copy of that return, because here's the letters right there, and I would have never received it, and it shouldn't be sitting in the post office for all this time. I suggest that the commission issue a referral to the Postal Agency Police Investigative Department to look into this matter. All of this is evidence for you to work with and for them to work with in all eventuality. I will end on that note. This was supposed to be live. In essence, it is live because I'm not scripting. I'm telling you as it is. And I would like to have this thing resolved, or at least the commencements of it go into a direction that it will be eventually resolved, because this is absolutely chaos and nonsensical stupidity on behalf of whoever is doing this.